was gonna let her be further that side because she's younger than me. If she fall off the stage, better chance she going to survive than me. Okay. Kahi, dua, kono. In hockey pool, there are two special stones. And this is a story about how those stones came to be. A long time ago in a hockey pool, there lived a Keiki couple. His name was Nanahoa. And in hockey pool, there's also a tall mountain called Kanehoalani. Kanehoalani was his kahu. And he was to make sure that as a keiki couple, he had to follow the rules of a keiki couple. So he called Nanahoa to come over and he said, Nanahoa, you cannot look at girls. Nanahoa said, girls? What's that? Never mind, I'll tell you what girls are later. Until you get married, you cannot look at girls. So to keep Nanahoa from looking at girls, he brought Nanahoa to the top of the ridge, and that's where he had to live. Nanahoa saw from the top of the ridge as he looked down on the village, he saw people playing around and he saw people swimming and fishing and paddling their canoes. He said, Kaniholan, when can I go down there? No. Nanahoa, you go down there, look at the girls, you're going to turn to stone. Oh, okay. So, Nanahoa learned all the names of the plants and the birds, learned all the trails around Hakipu'u, but something was missing. So Kanehoa Lani decided he was going to invite some boys up to the top of the mountain so that they could keep Nanahoa company. And Kanehoa Lani taught them how to make music. In Hakipu'u, there are 2 stands of beautiful bamboo that were especially good for making instruments. So they went to the stands of the bamboo and cut them to different lengths, and they made ka'eke eke. They went to the forest, they cut sticks. From the sticks, they made kala'au to keep rhythm. Went down to the stream and found pebbles. And they kept rhythm with their feet. Farmers in Hakipu'u grew beautiful gourds. And these gourds, they made drums to eat. Nanahoa's favorite instrument was the ohehanu. In Tahiti, a baby girl was born. She was a girl of amazing beauty. It was said that she grew up from a little baby to a beautiful girl in one day. But she began to have problems with her family, so she ran away and ended up on the beach at Hakipu'u. The women of Hakipu'u were very good at fishing. They were especially good at looking for the he'e, the octopus that hide in the coral and the sand. But they knew how to find them. One day they were out by Mokuli'i Island. The weather was too rough. It was rainy, the ocean was murky, they couldn't see the he'e. So they decided to go home. But they didn't want to go home empty-handed. In Hakipu'u, there's lots of ono lim, the lipete, ho'iole, lipoa, manuea. So they decided to pick limu as they headed back home. As they were walking back home looking for the limu, they noticed in the distance a lone figure on the beach. And back to those days, people know make suntan. So this was kind of strange, this lady, this person laying on the beach. So they said, you know, I think we better check that out. So they started walking a little bit faster. And when they approached, they found this girl. Gently, they tapped her and said, aloha. And she said, aloha. What's your name? Kalu'au. Oh, Kalu'au. Where are you from? Tahiti. Oh, do you have any family here? I don't know. That's all right. Come home with us. We'll make you something to eat.
Getting pretty heavy.
Kaniho'olani's other job besides taking care of Nanahoa was to be the companion of the gods as they traveled around the islands. And one day he had to leave Nanahoa and go accompany the other gods on their travels. And so as soon as they left, Nanahoa was wondering, you know, I wonder if today is the day I can go down. I can go down because from the top of the mountain he could see when the ladies went fishing, Kalu'au would sit on the fish pond wall, and because she wasn't as good at fishing as the other ladies, and he saw this figure sitting on the wall, and whoa, she looked kind of interesting. Didn't really know, it was a little bit far, so he couldn't tell girl or boy, but it looked interesting. So he said, maybe today's the day. So he started swimming across the fish pond towards this figure sitting on the fish pond wall. And he swam a little bit, and then his arms started to get heavy. And he remembered the instructions, "Mai nanai kawanani o kawahine." Don't look at the girls. So he figured out, oh, I don't think this is the day. So he turned around and he swam back to the other side and he got up to the mountain. But wow, you know, he saw this person, and every day he was asking Kaneholani, what? Today? Can I go down? No, you turn to stone. When can I go? Never mind, I tell you when you can go, but not today. Another day, Kaneholani had to go on his travels. So, as soon as he got on the other side of Kalai'oio, Nanahoa started down again, said, oh, maybe today. So he started swimming across to the fish pond wall again. This time he was smart. He no look. He just swim. and swim, swim, swim. Then boom, oh, hit the fish pond wall. he was careful not to look though. And Kalua was sitting there and looking at this guy, and how come this guy, look at me? But she thought, this is how it is, When you're interested in somebody, you act like you don't even notice them. So she started throwing little pieces of sand and coral and limu, dry kind limu. He tried not to look, but she said, hey, how come you don't look at me? Her voice was so beautiful. He had to sneak a peek. So he kind of snuck that peek. And then his arms started getting heavy again. So he jumped in the water, tried to swim across, but too deep over there. His arms heavy. So he ran down to the other side of the fish pond where the water was not as deep, and he started running across the fish pond, but it was too late. By the time he had gotten to the other side, he turned to stone. The women kept fishing, of course, and Kalu'au would go with the ladies, and she would sit on the wall and listen if she could hear the beautiful music that she liked to listen to, but no music. Every day she went there and she was so sad. So the gods decided to turn her into stone too, just like Nanakoa, so that at least they could be looking at each other forever.